Hey guys, Mike here from Old Man Things and the Frog and Toad Pub. Look at it outside. Crazy. Come in the old Frog and Toad. It was warm. We'll have a chat. In the snug, we like my fight. The smoking a GBD straight, the same one I was smoking my last video actually. In terrible weather. Supposed to be up to 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. We already had at one point electricity down today. But anyways, thought I'd get the camera, sorry. I'm having a cup of tea in my Hudson Bay mug, so cheers everyone. I shouldn't have, I have the cricket on TV. It distracts me. But I thought I'd do a video about how I came about doing puppets, got into puppets. My wife's a writer, she's an author. And she's her and her sister, they have quite a lot of books. Her sister's really a published author. Her sister's an award-winning author, but my wife and I have also done stuff together, kids stuff. And one time, this goes back to 2020, I had an idea for a kids book, and I told my wife, "You should write this." And she said, "Why don't you write it?" So I thought of a fun, like this old couple, and always bickering, always. It was based on my grandparents, both sets, great aunts and uncles that I had spent time with. But like my grandpa, who was like my hero in life, he was always trying to get away with stuff. Like they don't tell grandma, don't tell grandma. So I said, let's do a book based on this old couple. And my wife said, well, I don't want to do that. She said, why don't you do that? But then I started thinking about it, and I thought, what if I found an old? Oh, I think this is what I did. Oops, I hit the camera again. Sorry. I thought, what if I could like find like a cartoon characters of this old couple? They started looking up an old couple in Google Images, and I came across this picture of this puppet. And then I thought, what if I do a puppet show? Now I'm not very good at puppets now, but I really wasn't good at puppets then. So I started a channel and did this series of puppets. Now, since then, I have brought the character over to this channel. I also had it on my other channel, too. I've got him here. The first pipe smoking puppet on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Alfie. All right, Alfie. All right, mate. All right. All right, Phil. If that's really your name, right? Phil from the Briars Report is Alfie's arch nemesis. Yeah. Yeah. And I haven't been drinking. Oops. I realized I've been going over the my microphone, so sorry. I do apologize. Anyway, so I started off this series called The Corn Cranks, Alfie and Ruby. And the names are after my great uncle Alfie and my great aunt and his wife Ruby. And I just absolutely loved my great uncle Alfie. And I remember the last conversation I had with him. He lived in Enfield. And he answered the phone and I said, "Hi, Uncle Alfie, it's Mike." And he went, "Oh, hello, Michael." And I said, "How are you doing, Alfie?" And he says, I said, "How are you doing, Uncle Alfie?" And he said, "I'm not well. I'm not well, Michael. I'm not going to be here much longer." And I said, "Oh, don't say that." And he says, "I'm not well, mate. I'm not." He died a couple of days later, so I was really glad that I was able to at least talk to him and told him I love him and said goodbye. So now he shall live on forever. It's Alfie. Corn crank. And if you don't know what a corn crank is a European pheasant-like bird. Anyway, so I made these series called the Corn Cranks on this other channel. That's and in fact, when I went to do a Google, I couldn't find it in my subscriptions, so I Google searched it, and I still couldn't find it. So then I Google searched something else, and then I was able to find one of the videos. So then I was able. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to capture those videos, and I'm going to bring them onto here. But again, these are from 2020, and all but one of them, I believe, maybe all but two of them, all but one or two, I can't remember, are at the when we lived on the lake. But the fun thing is you can see how Alfie evolved into what he is now, and where I introduced Reggie. And this is what got me into wanting to take it to the one step further into the XL puppets. XL puppet XL. So I wrapped it on long enough, but some of the longer. So you're gonna see like a bunch of them. So they're not new ones. They might be new for you. I know some of you have gone and checked out that channel in the past. But I will say this: the first one isn't even worth watching, so I'm not going to add the first one. I'm going to add the second one. But again, I didn't know what I was doing. You could see my head going back and forth and my hair. But it's just fun, and I thought I would keep all the collection together. So I'm going to start bringing them in. So when you start seeing these videos of these puppets, that's what I'm doing. Because you might think just, oh, he's really gone, he's really lost it this time. He's really lost it. And you may be right, but anyways, so I shall leave you at that. See if old Alfie has anything left to say. The first puppet smoking, oh, sorry, first pipe smoking puppet. Alfie Corncrank, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, you're right. Ta-ta. Hand. Ta-ta, mates. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Phil, I've got an eye on you, mate. A bloody eye! And then, of course, he's always sneaking around trying to get away from Ruby, his wife. Ruby is always yelling, Alfie! Oh! All right, guys. See you later. Cheers, everyone. And toodle